Toledo. What's going on? Give me just a second here. I thought I had my joke. Oh, that's my suicide note. Sorry. How that got in there. Don't panic. I know what you're all thinking. It's only a first draft, so put your minds at ease. Yeah, Toledo. I had to drive through the east side to get here. Well, I didn't have to. I wanted to feel a little better about myself. Do it every time. Every time. I just saw something the other day in the Washington Post that said the people of Ukraine actually feel sorry for the east side of Toledo, so what the hell does that tell you? Jesus Christ. But, I was actually on the way here, and I'm sure you guys have seen these big billboards all over Toledo. It says, paying for sex, get tested for syphilis. You seen these? Is this really the best image we want to convey to people coming from out of town for the first time? Probably already apprehensive about coming here to begin with. Like, is that really the message we want to get across? And I noticed too, like, what is that gonna replace the "You'll Do Better in Toledo" sign? Like, what's going on there? Like, is that the new thing now? Like, and I noticed too that "You'll Do Better in Toledo" signs are a lot smaller than the syphilis signs. Which to me says the people who wrote the Toledo slogan have little to no faith in their own slogan. It's pretty sad. You know, it's like they want to keep it a secret, like, yeah, you'll do better in Toledo. Yeah, paying for sex, get tested for syphilis. It's like we want to shout that from the rooftops. That'll draw them right in, I'm sure. Jesus criminy. Real quick, I don't share a lot of personal stuff when I perform, but I want to share a pretty big life decision with you guys if I could. I decided recently to completely give up drinking on Tuesdays. It was just time. You get to a point. So it's a new year, 23, right? A lot of people, I'm sure, doing the diet thing. Everybody's got to go on a diet, right? And I'm sure a lot of people have probably already given up on their diet goal, kind of like I have on life. And yeah, I do. I got to go on a diet, man. My doctor just told me my blood type's gravy. But he did give me a little bit of good news, though. He said my bulimia is under control, so clinging to that. But no, I've actually been teased about my weight my whole life, and I was actually minding my own business the other day. Some lady tells me I look like a neo-Nazi if he ate his feelings. I'm like, okay, I see how you are, Grandma. Good luck getting another ride to dialysis next week, bitch. Who's laughing now? She never did that again. I feel like I'm kind of behind on a lot of stuff, guys, a lot of TV shows. I don't really know any of these news shows. What's that one, the Keeping Up with the Kardashians or whatever, bullshit? I don't know. Behind on a lot of music, too. I feel like a lot of music nowadays sucks. Like, put it this way, like, there'll never be, like, a Nickelback tribute band. Just like there'll never be a Christian porn section in an adult bookstore. It'll never happen. And while we're on the subject, you think it's kind of redundant to put a gag reel in a porno movie? You ever think about that? The whole thing's essentially a gag reel, isn't it? Anyway, but yeah, some music just sucks. Some music doesn't make sense. Like, I'm a huge Adele fan, but how the hell is she gonna set fire to the rain? Like, what is she, Thanos? Like, no. Like, how's that work? It doesn't, no, you can't do it. And some music is just annoying. Like, dare I say Taylor Swift? We're never, ever, 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 ever. We get it. You date a lot of assholes and douchebags. Like, what is she, like 9 years old? Like, she might as well just go, we're never, ever in a million, quadrillion, gazillion, bazillion years times infinity getting back together. And I think people will get the point. My God. So, inflation sucks. It's a bunch of bullshit. Last week was a good week for me personally, though. I could actually afford to wash and dry my clothes. So, small victories. Super Bowl's over, who gives a shit? Our cities are never gonna be in it. But I don't know shit about sports. My brother was the athlete of the family. I couldn't tell you. I don't know anything about football, basketball. I couldn't tell you what a triple-double is, unless we're talking about cheeseburgers. But that's my time, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night.